thunderstorm is battering the city. Stay indoors until the storm has passed.
Hello, Kimpy. How are you? Nice. Alright, I think it's finally calmed down. It started a fire near campus. Cool. But I now remember that my diverging diamond interchange is wrong, and I have to go fix that. So, oops. So let me do that. Both of them are actually wrong, but I'm only going to fix the one that I'm mostly using. How do I load this to edit it? Oh, editors. That's how. It's funny because I built the whole diverging diamond interchange and then nobody told me there was a problem with it, but there was. Because this is definitely not right. Let's do this with one-way roads because it's easier that way. Oops. It doesn't need to be that sharp. Make it that sharp. It's going to be tough to fit something in here, though. Let's see if it's even possible. I mean, I could probably fit one in, but both of them, I don't think so. Also, this snapping needs to be just to the grid. Yeah, see, if I do this, the other one's definitely not going to fit. Like I said. bring these back one tile. That might actually make a difference. So I'd want it here instead. And now, if I did say this, would I be able to do the opposite? Not quite, but I could probably make it work with just like a regular diamond. I mean, it is called a diverging diamond after all. I don't like how sharp that would be. Let's do it with the angle. Come on. What I'd really like to do is get rid of angle. It's not gonna let me put this in here though. I don't want it to snap to that, but it's going to. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. What happens if I just do that? Yeah, that's not even going to work anyway. Okay, well, let's just do a full diamond then. It'll be a little bit sharp, but oh well. I'm just thinking if there's a way for me to not have any intersections here, like have one of them underground or something. Or alternatively, raise the highway a little bit higher. So let's see. Let's make sure that we can get anywhere from anywhere. I don't think we can, actually. I mean, technically we can, because people can go around like this. But that defeats the purpose. See, this should come under here. If I get rid of this and this and bring this a little bit further down, say like, first of all, okay, well, it is going to have to be, it's going to have to be here, which I think is where it was before. Yep, that's exactly where it was before. Okay, well, in that case, if I bring this up here, this down here, this down here, and this up here, does that work? I mean, it's messy. So let's make sure we have all the number of lanes correct. So we definitely want one lane for this and this, this and this. this and this, this and this, and then we'd actually want 2 here. And then I think I would want to keep these as 2 as well. Now let's make sure this even makes sense. Okay, so if you're coming here and you want to go right, you go that way. If you want to go left, you come around and go that way. Likewise from here, you can go right or left that way. If you're coming off the highway, you can either go that way or that way. And likewise from here. And there's no left turns across traffic except that there are, because this would need to be extended. Yeah. I mean, it's not perfect. So what I'm saying is this right here, this 90-degree angle, what it should be is it should come up here, then go north, and then go northeast, and then this off-ramp here would come off the northern end, and this on-ramp here would come, well, sorry, this on-ramp would come off the northern end, and this off-ramp would come into the southern end, and then there would be a stretch of road that would allow crossovers and the like. Because as it is right now, this is just one intersection, and we have traffic that crosses the intersection, and that's the whole point of a diverging diamond, is to avoid that. So as pretty as this looks, I'm going to have to see if I can't make this a little nicer. Well, let me save this real quick before I do anything. And now I can make changes. Hi, Gasos. I'm sorry I don't speak Turkish. Let's try that. So that's what I mean. This needs to have an elongated section here. And then what I can do is, yeah, this might actually work. Let me do it with one ways for now, just to make sure there's no funny business with, yeah, this is going to work, I think. Oops. This needs to be the other way around, though. So now if I upgrade, and by upgrade I mean change these two ramps, I think that is what I'm looking for. And I'd want to change these other guys to two-way highways. I mean, one-way roads would work too, but since this is a highway interchange, I think it makes more sense as highways. Okay, the only problem is this right here. I don't like that the whole left lane is devoted to making a U-turn. That is not what it should be. And that's because of this angle here. But I can't change it without extending this road a little bit farther. So I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. So this is going to need to go down one more. Let me mark that. So it's actually, instead of here, it's going to need to go down to here. And likewise, instead of here, it's going to need to go up to here. Okay, because this is the shortest. Oops. Wait a second, is that true? That does look shorter than the one that I had before. Let me check. So now, let's do one-way roads again. Oh, yeah, not gonna let me, that's why. It may be able to let me have a shorter intersection, but well, one thing that I could do is delete this last bit and just make that myself in the real world. That's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. So in fact, yeah, let's just plan for that. So I can't do it from here. Oops, I can't do it from here because that's going to give me that left turn that I don't want. So I have to bring it out one more. Now, yeah, so I'm going to put this in just to check and make sure it doesn't give me that left turn that I don't want. Okay, so it's still giving me that left turn, so I still actually have to bring it out one more even. How about that? What? Come on. Okay, that's what I'm gonna need. That is quite extreme. Hi, Hazik. I'm making a diverging diamond interchange, but I'm trying to make sure the lanes don't, the lanes don't end up just turning back on themselves, which is a problem that I'm having, so I'm fixing that problem now. This goes out, I don't know, I'll just estimate down here. I think it's like that. Yeah. Yep, that's right. Cool. so now let's upgrade these, and that should be it. Oh, well, I need to finish the roads on top here. There we go. And that is the diverging diamond. So what you have is traffic coming from this direction. It crosses here. So if you want to turn, if you want to go onto the highway going east, you take this ramp. If you want to go on the highway west, you take this ramp. Likewise from here, east you take this ramp, west you take this ramp. I'm not using any mods right now, no, I see. And then if you're coming from the highway, if you want to go north, you just take this ramp here. South, you take this ramp and then across here. And likewise, coming from the west, you cross or you just go directly that way. And this makes it to where there are no left turns across traffic. The only left turns are off ramps. There are two intersections here, this one and this one. So traffic does cross twice, but it just crosses perpendicularly. There's no turning at the intersections. Or there shouldn't be turning at the intersections. Of course, these, with the way the lanes work, because I don't have any mods, I can't actually force these to be the right lanes, but that's fine. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some pictures. To use as preview pictures. There we go. And then save this, making sure I'm using the right preview. There we go. And now I have real diverging diamonds. Hi, Bisma. Okay, so now, if I quit the desktop, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to quit to main menu. Well, I can just reload the game. It's no big deal. And now if I continue game, now I need to replace my intersections, which is going to be a little bit of a pain, but I'll manage it. Alright, so I think I had 3 diverging diamonds already in here, or 3 fake diverging diamonds. I need to change them to real diverging diamonds. This one could be a problem. It's okay. Hi, Chocolate Memes. How are you? There we go. Now let's get this new real diverging diamond interchange in here. Okay, so this needs to move. And what else is in the way? That's not anything important. So what else is in the way then? I hope it's not trying to tell me that... Oh, I see. It's the road. There we go. So now, I put this back in here. That's fine. What is going on in here? That's not right. It's Yukiyama, means snow mountain. Now, why is it doing this? Well, that's just a bug. Really? Okay. I mean, I made it work. So now this here, I'm actually going to have this go further north than it used to. If I can. I cannot. Slope too steep. Well, if I take this... Okay, so I can do... Let's get rid of this and this for now. Maybe... I need a guide road here. Okay, so if I try to raise this up a level, will it let me? It probably won't, but I have to try. So I think it was that far, but I'd need it raised up a level. That might actually work. This needs to be turned around. Will this not connect now? Oh, is it slope too steep? Is that what it's saying? Yes, of course it is. Well, here's what I can do. Since this side's different anyway, this doesn't have to be a standard diverging diamond on this side. So what I'm gonna do is put in a guide road again. So if I put this here, Gotta think about this. Okay, so if I have this go from here to here, this side, is this the side that it's not going to work on? If I do this, yeah, slope too steep. That is the problem. One thing I could probably do, let me change all of these real quick to one-ways, or at least these two, to where I have a grid to work with. No, these also. Alright, so if I destroy this and this, if I page up this, and do the same thing over here, okay, maybe that'll work. So now let me make sure these are the right types of roads. I want this to be two-way, or two-lane, this to be two-lane, this to be a ramp, and this to be a ramp. And now, if I take a two-lane, I'm gonna have to change these back just to make sure that there's a grid.
Fault Tech cameras.
Actually,
If you want the best, you have got to go big. That's why our cameras are the biggest on the market.
let's put a guide road in here.
Our lenses, the longest. Cameras aren't paperweights. They're tools used to create. The most valuable camera is the one that you're afraid to take outside. Fault Tech. Only the best. We are the law. Accountant. The law accounting. I know what you're thinking. Well, it's a complicated question, probably requiring the services of a lawyer and an accountant.
That's a better way to get a guide road.
What do you think? Seems to me that there's a lot of you out there who might need the use of the law accounting, but that's not legal.
Can I do it up
That's
to?
life advice. In fact, we're legally barred
No,
from providing
of course
legal
not, because I couldn't do it up one before.
officially unlicensed since 2005.
Okay.
I'm Panem Askelin, and you are listening to Mars Official Radio. Soon, this planet will require the same social institutions that are required on Earth. Hospitals, retirement homes, and of course, schools. As a trained educator, I believe that Mars will need a custom educational system, more efficient and less time-consuming. How do you think the system should be designed? Share your thoughts. Write us a letter. Listen to this.
There we go. Let's take it all the way up here. And then let's make sure I can actually connect a road to that, which I may not be able to. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Let's make a road first. Okay, so now, can I do this? I can. Sweet. This is quite a bit of finagling. Of course not. Well, one thing I could try is bringing a road underneath. Or over the top. Hi, Sant20. How's it going? I think I'm gonna try to bring a road over the top. have to start earlier. Which means I'm probably gonna have to move these down as well. Oops. Oh yeah, that's fine, okay. Sorry to hear. Okay, we'll do that there. Really? That's not high enough? Or, oh, is it saying slope too steep? How is that not high enough? That was way more difficult than it needed to be. At this point, make a roundabout is just a meme. No, I can't make a roundabout here. There's just no way with the slope of the land. At least not up here, if that's where you're telling me to do it. If you're telling me to do it down here, definitely no. I just created my diverging diamond interchange. I'm not gonna not use it. Okay, I think this intersection is good now. I'm gonna go ahead and just delete these two because at this point this isn't an industrial area anymore. It's just a area for recycling centers and a biofuel bus depot. Let me start the game just to make sure everything works and the bus lines can find their way again. Oh, and that power is getting places that it needs to get, which it's currently not. Here we go. Really? Oh, distance too short. Oh. We can fix that. There we go. Alright. You should be able to find your way, bus line. Thanks, Sond. I mean, Mall of the Cloud, I guess. There we go. Success. Okay. So that's one of the 3 intersections fixed. Now I gotta get the other 2. I think the other 2 aren't gonna be as bad, because I knew this one was gonna be horrible with this area up here. This one should be fine, actually. I don't foresee any real problems. I'm gonna have to, well, I should have done this anyway, but I'm gonna have to cap this end off. But that's fine. That's not a big deal. That is an odd question, Sond. I haven't been to a funeral in quite a while, so I can't tell you as of now. actually connects up just fine. Of course. Oh yeah, I remember having to do this last time. Have to get rid of that. Put this in, and then put this back. Except now it says slope too steep where it didn't before. Well, I'll do that later. Here in just a second. This one works. Oh yeah, I think it worked. Did it work with this and then I was able to upgrade it? Is that what I did? No? Well, here's what I can do. I can take this not quite as high. Let me make sure that I have a guide road to connect this to, though. There we go. Well, that's not going to work. But that should be fine. That should give me the grid that I need. And now if I take this, or not, okay. Take this up to, instead of 3, just 2. Then I should be able to connect it just fine, like so. And then upgrade, upgrade. And it looks a little bit weird, but it's not too bad. Oh yeah, and I have to fix this weird problem again. If I just upgrade one of these... No, okay. I have to delete this first. Now if I just upgrade one of these and then... okay, no. So I actually have to delete these and replace them. Yeah, that's a weird bug. I'm gonna have to figure out what's causing that eventually. I'm glad you think so. Okay, and I actually, yeah, so I have to do, this time it's not gonna work. There we go. Now it's making me actually raise the highway again for some reason. That's not gonna work, so I'm gonna have to delete this and stretch it all the way. That works, okay. Again, this is on a slope, so that's why it's giving me these problems. So now, let me replace this road before I forget about it. Here we go. Okay. And then I wanted to cap this end off, which should be easy enough, I think. I did play SimCity, yes. I played many of the SimCities. Yeah, I thought it might do that. Okay, let's get a couple guide roads in here again. I don't think this is gonna work, but this will. Actually, this will be better. Yes, this is better. Let's get a guide road in. I'm actually going to need to delete these because they're going to get in the way of the grid. Okay, so now if I take this out to here, slope too steep, how about out to here? There we go. Okay, so now let's upgrade this. There we go. I mean, this whole end doesn't even need to be here, but I guess everybody reacts differently, Sond. Let me think about what I do and don't need on this side. I mean, I really don't need this whole section up here at all. None of this. but I'm going to keep it just in case I expand this way. Hi, Clara. No, because even if I expand this way, I'm not taking a road this way. Yeah, I will leave it, Sand. You're right. I mean, there's no reason to leave it this way, but there's no reason really not to either. Okay, so that's 2 diverging diamonds fixed. And now I've got to get the last one, which should be the easiest, I think. If I don't even remember where it is. Oh, it's right here. Thanks, Sand. Alright, so let's get this one in then. Alright, so let's delete these. This is running into the park. And now that's intersecting oddly with that bridge, isn't it? And it says slope too steep. Well, let's get rid of these spans. I'm actually going to take this back down a little bit. Hopefully, I remember how far it needs to go. Let's try here. Trying to see how it lines up, but it's being very jittery. Alright, so how does that line up? Okay, that's not even close to far enough. How about there? Alright, that is lined up properly, but I have to delete something. What's in the way? I mean, technically this is, but it worked last time. Let's get rid of it and see what happens. Okay, now it works. Of course. Slope too steep. This is a little high here for some reason. Well, let's just take it all the way across. That should work, I think. Why is that? Oh, it's this slope probably that's too steep. Yeah. Because this is going too high. Get a guide road in. I think from here, I actually want to bring it down a level. And now if I connect this up, and then to here, slope too steep. Oh, but that might be because of this. Yes, cool. Hi, Haddonfield. How's it going? Hi, Lucas. How's it going? Oh, yeah, and then I'm going to need to Well, first of all, fix the direction of this because I'm an idiot. And see, this time these sides worked, but these sides didn't. It's a weird bug. Now I'm probably not going to be able to put the highway over the top, but if I raise this up a level, then I will not. It's actually going to have me raise it up 2 levels then. Yeah. It's very finicky about that. This one's just fine, but this one needed to be raised to 2 levels. Okay, but I think that's it. So now I just do the same thing on this side that I did on the other side. And by side, other side, I mean other intersection. Actually, I'm going to take that out further because it looked nicer when I did that on the other one. So I need a guide road again. It's going to be very picky about me adding in a guide road, isn't it? Oh, here we go. I can just do it down here. There we go. That should be good enough. So, instead of here, I want it just to be on the grid. We'll do it all the way out to here. There we go. Again, this whole section here is unnecessary, but it is possible that I could take a road off of this and pull it this way in the future. So now I need to make sure everything is connected up. Alright, so everything on the highway is fine. So now let's just reconnect everything down here. What is already occupied? What is that? The dog park is in the way? It's not, but I'll move it. And then I'll move it back because... Really? What is going on with that? I'll just move it over here for now. And then I'll put this road back in. Darn it. It's very exact. There we go. Cool. So let's see, what am I missing? Oh, this needs to still come this way. And actually, this may not work from here anymore.
For millennia,
It was such a nice little road here before, but now I'm actually going to have to mess it up a little bit.
Their mere existence transformed the landscape and made a lasting impact on our world. It's that legacy that Dino
Oh,
Oil
well.
is proud to continue by using their
Imperfections are nice sometimes.
goop to fuel your 5-door wagon, making it the oldest form of recycling there is. Dino Oil. Embrace the power of bones.
Embrace the power of bones. I'm going to change this back to
I'm
Cities Radio. Okay, now let's make sure that the buses can figure their way out again. Oh! What? Oh, no, this should be fine. Oh, these were all at a bus stop, weren't they? Speaking of which, I definitely need to move these There we go. The brown line still might be messed up. No, I think the brown line's actually fine, right? Because I had it come around this loop once. Hi, William. How's it going? Okay, so it looks like all of this has been resolved. So it looks like everything's working now. Cool, let's save it. Make sure I don't have to do all of that all over again. Well, I guess hopefully I'm boring enough to put you to sleep, William? I just want to make sure there are no junctions, unexpected junctions. This should actually be a stop sign. And I might have one or two of those on the, well, I'm not going to have one here. What about here? No, this is fine. Okay, so now the whole reason that I did that now was because I wanted to put another diverging diamond in here so that I could get a road up here to get some ore industry in. I just want to make sure every traffic's flowing smoothly everywhere. I mean, technically I could, but I'm not going to. I'm not against naming a park or a district. All right, it does look like traffic is flowing just fine. I mean, here it's a little backed up, but oh well. I really should make this at least from here up. I'm gonna make this a 6-lane with bus lanes because the buses are really backing everything up. Yeah, I can do that, Hazik. Okay, so I started, so here's a real high altitude overview, first of all. I started in this area here yesterday, and I guess I put in some residences. I mean, yeah, you can see what I did. So this was my first area, this was my second area, then I expanded this east here, and then I added a downtown section down here. And then I can show you the parks here in just a minute, but I like downtown. Hi, Dennis. Hazik, I don't have great advice for that because I don't know exactly what's going wrong in your city. I mean, obviously temporarily raising taxes can help. I have mine down at 9 now because I can handle the taxes that low, but at one point I had them up to 11 or 12% to make some money. So that can help, but otherwise, you know, it's very city specific, so I can't really help on a general sort of statement. So I have a city park here. I have another city park here. I have another city park here. And then I have a nature reserve here. Most of my power is, well, now a lot of my power is coming from solar. But also I have these advanced wind turbines here, regular wind turbines here, which was my first power source. I have right now 3 water treatment plants and 4 water pumping stations. And I also actually have 2 geothermal heating stations because the temperature does drop below 10 Celsius occasionally, and that affects power usage. What suddenly popped off from the map, Hazik? You mean some of the buildings that you had in there? And then I have recycling centers here. Thanks, Dennis. So yeah, so my next, oh yeah, and I this was my latest section. I built a basically a university here, a Modern Technology Institute, and these offices are supposed to represent, although they're so high density now that they don't really look like it anymore, but they're supposed to represent basically campus buildings like offices and labs for campus, and then the residential buildings are supposed to represent things like dormitories, but again, they are a little bit too advanced for that, although it's the Modern Technology Institute, so maybe this is how advanced they roll. Yeah, Hazik, I mean, did you undo the zone? Did you, like, remove the zone afterwards? And if you removed the zone and they didn't grow back, do you have demand for that kind of zone? Alright, so my next step, like I was saying, is I want to get some industry going up here. And the main reason I want to get some industry here is because I want to get rid of the industry all along here. And so that's what I'm going to do. Because this is polluting my city. It's causing traffic within my city that I don't want. And I could relegate the traffic to the main highways instead. I have a NVIDIA GeForce 1070. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just gonna, since this isn't perfectly aligned with anything anyway, I'm just gonna guesstimate. Let me make sure I remember where the ore is. Alright, it's anywhere up here, that's good.
What does it feel like to drive a cloud? What does it feel like to steer a river? What does it smell like to smell a mountain? At Jubilee, we're committed to letting you do the impossible, and now we've succeeded in letting you drive the undrivable. The Jubilee Dementia. The car engineers said shouldn't be made. Test drive one today and experience what science
I am building a city, William.
was beyond the realm of safe driving. Jubilee.
Yeah, unfortunately for demand, you have two things going on with demand. First of all, if you have too many of a certain, obviously, if you have too many of a certain, you know, zone type already built up, then you're not going to be able to get demand on that zone type until you balance it out. But also, there's a time aspect to it. Like, it takes time for demand to build back up.
PC sales records and took the industry by storm. Now the hit equine economic simulator has a new expansion that delves into the cutthroat world of real estate. Horse Economy 3, stable markets. Can you work your way from lowly horse to be the head of a major real estate empire? dancing out of your pen and
Okay,
out
one
of
thing
your
I'm gonna do here actually is
spreadsheets have never been hotter. Pre-order now and get a free horse hat.
bring this
Horse
down.
Academy 3 stable markets. Buy low, sell high.
Buy low, sell hay.
Dinosaurus, the only restaurant where the servers are dinosaurs. Our animatronics are so real, you'll think a T-Rex is serving you T-bone, a pterodactyl is serving you teriyaki, that a brontosaurus is serving you chili dogs. Every dish is an archaeological find, like our stegogetti, our raptor burger Rex, or the pile of crumbled sticky brownies adventurously named the Dino Droppings. So, take a trip into the wild at Dinosaurus. You can dine in or dine-o.
You're listening to Cities Radio, the best music from around the globe.
Okay, there's those done. I'm gonna delete these because they're a little bit close. I can fix them later. Alright, so now I want to bring these down as well. In fact, I should be able to just do this. Hopefully it's gonna be not slope too steep. Nice. Alright. And then I need to bring them out a little bit further. I don't remember how far out I brought them. It doesn't matter. We'll do it one fewer though. That way I can connect this, well, let's connect these real quick. And then I should be able to just do this. Slope too steep. I'm not going to be able to just do that. It doesn't matter how far down I bring it. And actually, that one I'm gonna have to bring from there, that's fine. These don't need to be, and they kind of look ugly with the walls. Slope too steep. Never mind. I mean, I could just delete this and change them. There we go. Alright, so that's one side done. Now let's get the other side done. I don't think that's quite far enough. Hi, overflowed. is this gonna say slope too steep? I think it should probably be fine, actually. That it most certainly is. And then let's bring it out a little farther. And then connect it up. Oh, I wanted to make those without sound barriers. There we go. What? Did I just do what I... Did I delete these after placing them, or did I not place them? Doesn't matter. They're in now. Cool. I even like how this side is sort of symmetric. Like, the longer ramps are on this side and the shorter ramps are on this side. Alright, so now let's actually cap this off, because I may eventually have a road coming down here, but at least for now I'm not going to. And I actually want to extend it a little further. Perfect. Alright, and then this side is going to be the side that I'm going to take a road up the mountain here to build some industry off of. We'll make it a 4-lane plain old road. And I want it to be straight, because I'm picky like that. Oh. Will it be straight if I just do this? No, it won't. Okay. Then I do have to be picky still. There we go. Okay, so if I just take this straight up, how ugly will it look? Where is the ore, by the way? I mean, I'm pretty much right in the middle of it already, so... You know what? I'm gonna curve this. Alright, that's good. And now I'll add a few extra roads in here. Hi Ralph, how's it going? Cool. And that's all pretty much within the zone of ore. Zona de ora. Wait, that would be zone of gold, wouldn't it? Or is that oro? I can fill out more on this side later if I want to. I am doing just fine. You know what? This makes more sense. There we go. Alright, so if I make this ore industry and then fill it in with industry, I'm not going to worry about that little section there. There we go. And then all I need to do is give it power and water. I was gonna say, I don't know how one would ice cream. And then I'm gonna need services like a fire department and a police station. And that's it, really. Oh no. Please tell me this is just temporary and not one of these weird lane-changing bugs. It looks like one of those weird lane-changing bugs. If I do this, will it fix it?
In a park, at home, or on a construction site. In the meantime, you'll have all the fun that bowling can provide. So come on back actually that good at bowling. Andy's Bowling Alley.
You know what?
Listening to City's radio. As a radio host,
There's nothing I can do about this.
job in the world.
It's just a weird lane changing bug. I'm gonna have to live with it.
Listening to my favorite music and talking to people that almost never talk back. There's a window into another
Hopefully
room
it
where
fixes
Alex
itself.
and moves all the knobs. Hi, Alex. Alex says his microphone doesn't work, but that's fine. I'll just talk
Sorry to
him
hear, William.
after the song.
Fault Tech cameras. If you want the best, you have got to go big. That's why our cameras are the best
Okay,
on the market.
so while that grows, I'm actually gonna remove
The longest.
all of
Cameras aren't
these.
paperweights. They're tools. Tools used to create. In fact, the most valuable camera is the one that you're afraid to take outside. Fault Tech. Only the best.
I'm famous chef Tony Magoni, owner of Tony Magoni's Steakhouse. And when people ask me where I get my award-winning meat from, it's from one place, Meaty Bits. No matter what you need, be it a smoked pig, a goat by sunset, or a 10-foot alligator in a salty brine, Meaty Bits will get it to you fast with a smile and completely without judgment. So, if it's good enough for Tony Magoni's Steakhouse, why not be good enough for Joe Public's Home House? Yeah. Get in touch with Meaty Bits. Tell them Tony sent you. Meaty Bits. If it ever was alive, they can get it to you dead.
And then the next thing that I want to do is
This is City's radio.
change some of this
Like the letter.
zoning here. So first of all, what is... Okay, park maintenance, residents can live near that just fine. Fire helicopter and geothermal heating plant, I think, make noise. Not a whole lot. And that pollution should be going away. So actually, I should be able to do this. Alright, so let's start by changing these to commercial zones, since that's the demand that I have right now. I don't know what a computer being at 73% means, William. Well, it's actually 12:30 a.m. for me. I'm just streaming late for no particular reason. So I want to get a section of residential zones in here first, so that I can connect this power up. And I can actually add some more roads in as well. I changed my mind. I'm going to bring these down one more. I'm actually going to change all these to high density just to see what buildings pop up. It's funny you say that, Hazik, since I did just put some high density here. Yeah, I might end up changing these to high density in here at some point, but for now I'm going to start with low density. Alright, so let's get rid of this and this. We will add that. Hopefully this is far enough away from the highway that, yeah, I think so, that the noise isn't going to be too terrible. There we go. See you, Ralph. You mean if there are tall buildings that you don't want? I'm pretty sure there's a policy that you could enact in a zone if you don't want high buildings. I think there's a high-rise ban policy. I'm still pretty happy with the traffic flow. Oh, let me make sure these intersections are fine. Okay, they are good. Even this area here is now looking good traffic-wise. How about the new area? Yep, no problems there. Look at this. Some of the traffic is taking this off-ramp, going around here, and then getting back on. I mean, okay, if they want to. There's zero reason for them to do that. But it's not affecting anything, so I'm not going to complain too much. Did want to make sure the intersections here are good, which I know they're not going to be yet. There we go. Now they are. Oh, I want to get a bus route over here as well. Let me save it. Alright, so maybe I'll get 2 bus routes here, one from 2 different areas. Oh, and I definitely want a metro station. Let's get the metro in first, actually. Yeah, we'll put a metro station right here. we go. And now let's get some bus routes in here too. I think I'm gonna get 2. And I think one's gonna come from this area and one's gonna come from downtown. And so what I'll do is I'll start one here. And this is the one that's going to go downtown. And let's see, where through downtown is it going to go? I think it's going to do this. There we go.
Warning. Experts
Great.
predict an earthquake could hit the area soon.
I'll have to check where that's going to hit. Let me pause it while I do. Alright, let's make this brown. I already have brown. Let's make it orange. What do you mean? Alright, this is going to hit. Oh, great. Centered right. Oh, that's not going to be good. It's basically going to completely destroy my university. Well, I mean, let me get the other bus line in first, and then I'll deal with the earthquake. Let's see, where is it going to go exactly? It'll do a loop, that's what it'll do. And then it'll come down. It'll just come down here to this park. Or maybe it'll just... Here's what it'll do. There we go. And let's make that one yellowish orange. That's a little too close. There we go. Golden. Yeah, I have an office area downtown. I have offices, commerce, residence. I just have all of it downtown. All right, let me save it before the earthquake. And Now it's fortunately it's 2.7, which is a lower end one, but it's still going to destroy a whole bunch of the work I put in here.
An earthquake is occurring. Don't panic and wait for help if you are in the affected area.
With the lemur, shake hands with the turtle. At the City Zoo, you can experience the wild in our wildest exhibition yet. Come down this weekend to meet our newest addition, a three-toed sloth named Barbara. She'll hook you with her smile.
Well, there goes half of campus. Somehow it managed to avoid the actual Modern Technology Institute, but
a new type of bird previously
it destroyed a lot
identified as
more.
different type of bird due to a zoological error. Fun for the whole family.
All right,
Book now and get a free handful of pellets to feed the fish.
let's fix
Look
everything
for
up
her
now.
family while supplies last. We'll look forward to seeing you where the animals live in rooms painted to look like home. The City Zoo.
I will say that could have been worse.
Elle here. I have a question for you guys. Do you ever wonder how the mailman delivers mail to the whole city every day? And what about when the mail comes from another city and he has to go get it before bringing it here? I can see why stamps are so expensive. Anyway, if you're listening, mailman, this one's for you. At Akio, we've been making the best of mobile phones for over 20 years. How did we get there? By putting ringtones in every commercial that make you think your phone is ringing. Whether you have a new phone, an old phone, or just leave it on vibrate, we make sure you always hear your phone in our commercials. It's our way of saying, we hear you. So don't be silenced when opportunity calls. Pick it up. It's for you. Akio Mobile.
At Sternberger, our cars are more than just hunks of metal that take you from point A to point B. They are also composed of industrial plastics, polymers, and rubber.
This whole area up here is broken.
It is more important than the car itself. And that's why it can also carry up to 300 kilograms of human, animal, or consumer goods cargo. The climate control device brings the air temperature to 22 degrees Celsius. It's our way of making our cars comfortable for the majority of human species. In fact, it is a perfect vessel for transport from short to medium distances, and we believe that the price we are asking is a advantage on the consumer. Sternberger, more than just an auto.
This is Cities Radio, the best music in the universe.
All right, and let's get the metro back in because I know that broke. Although the station didn't break, thankfully. Oops. Okay, so that should be all the important things back. Now there's going to be a bit of a mess in terms of the landscape here, so they're not necessarily going to be able to rebuild the same way. That's fine. And let's get this little section in here at least halfway decent. Now there's going to be a little pedestrian bridge. Nice. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's not very college campus-like, but oh well. It's going to be asymmetric now. And that's fine. I'm not even going to worry about decorating this anymore. I think that's going to be the extent of it. Oh, I can fix these problems though. I didn't fix these streets, which is kind of important. Okay, I think all the streets are fixed. Nope, I'm still missing this one. Now I think all the streets are fixed. And now let me make sure I have all the services I need down here. Because it's possible a service building got knocked down. Yep, a service building definitely got knocked down. Given that I don't currently have a fire station up here. Okay, everything else seems fine. Cool. Earthquake done. Now I did want to check parks over here because I know that I didn't have parks in here before when these were industrial areas. So let me make sure I add in the necessary parks, or I didn't have enough parks. Actually, I did have mostly enough. Interesting. Let's get a plaza in here. This power line doesn't need to go all the way this way anymore. And then let's also get this right up here. And that's plenty in the way of parks. This area looks much nicer now that it's no longer polluting industries. How are my transport routes going? This highway here is quite busy, but a lot of that traffic just goes all the way through to this side because for whatever reason, if you connect two different highways in this game, and I know this from experience in a previous city, it doesn't matter how you connect it, even if it's not with a highway, if it's just you connect your city to one highway and you connect your city to another highway, then a bunch of traffic wants to go through your city, basically. And so if you do end up needing to make a connection to two different highways, or wanting to make a connection to two different highways, you definitely will want to consider making it out of another highway itself, so that it can handle the traffic, the loads of extra traffic that just travels between the two highways. It's funny, I have 4 diverging diamonds in here, and none of them is really being used properly. Because I've got this one, and this one all have one end capped off. And this one doesn't, but the end that it doesn't have capped off only exists to serve a small little area. Maybe what I'll do is put something in here just to have an excuse to use this diverging diamond interchange correctly. Oh, I need more industry. That can be arranged. Now let me make sure. Yep. And eventually I could come up further as well if I need to. There we go. Of course, I could also meet future industry demand with more offices as well. Actually gonna change this gold route to also come on this side.
Hi, I'm Greg, owner and founder of Steel Frame Spots. Due to unusually short fingers, which are a characteristic of my family line, I was unable to play spots at the elite level I would have liked to. Instead, I invested my energy into getting you the lowest prices possible on athletic gear. Unlike the local sports teams, you can count on us every year. I fight every day to get you the best deals. I'll never drop the ball on prices, and that's because low prices and my customers' happiness are not affected by the short fingers mentioned earlier in the advertisement. Just remember, when the game's on the line, who do you count on? Steel Frame Spots. That's who. Check out our ad in the Weekly Nickel.
There we go.
I really like being a radio host, but if I could change one thing, it would probably be to see the faces of all
All right.
awesome listeners.
I think I want to get a stadium in here too.
And since I'm sitting in this booth all day,
So,
maybe if there was a
I
big
don't know
jet
where
ski
yet.
or a bunch of mirrors.
The Brontosaurus. For millennia, these gentle and graceful giants roamed the earth, grazing off the lush vegetation of the time. Their mere existence transformed the landscape and made a lasting impact on our world.
Here's
It's
another
that
place I could
legacy
put a...
Dino Oil is proud to continue by using their
Well, I think the
eons-old
slope's actually going to be too
route
steep.
to fuel your 5-door wagon, making it the oldest form of recycling there is.
Yep, slope is going to be too
Dino
steep.
Oil. Embrace the power of bones.
Okay, I won't worry about this side then.
I'm L. You know, like the letter.
Oh, this got destroyed in the earthquake too. It's just the amount of... So, if you get enough visitors and entertainment in a park, then you can get it up to 5 stars. It just affects the amount of visitors who want to visit. So you can see here, for example, I need 5,000 visitors, but I'd also need 720 total entertainment value in the park. So I'd have to add more features to the park to upgrade this. But it's too small of a park for me to really justify adding more features. I'm not too worried about this only being a level 3 park. Or this being a level 4 park, because it's also too small. Because both... This should get... Oh, this doesn't quite have enough entertainment. Okay, well let me add one more feature to this one. That should put it over the top. Let's add another fishing pier. Or fishing cabin. To the end here. There we go. And now I can add bouldering sites. And I will. I'll add 2.
Warning. Experts predict an earthquake could hit the
8.0.
area soon.
Okay, it looks like it's probably going to be centered in the river. I hope it's centered in the river and not here, because I don't want to rebuild this diverging diamond. It looks like it's expecting it to be centered like right here, which I could live with. No, I don't.
An earthquake is occurring.
Right on the
Don't
diverging
panic
diamond.
And wait for help if you are in the affected area.
Come on. Like centered on top of it. That could not have been more on the diverging diamond. Hi, William. That could not have been a worse place for that earthquake. I mean, it probably could have, but not... There aren't a lot of places that that could have been worse. So I'm going to need to fill this in, which means I'm actually going to have to do some terraforming, which I didn't want to do. Where's terraforming? It's in here. Thought it was in here. Oh, here. So, okay, I do have soil available, but this is probably going to be a lot of soil. Okay. Fortunately, I have enough money for this. Alright. That's a good enough slope for me. Is exactly right. Space already occupied. No, that's not exactly right. It needs to be down one more. Like that, I think. Can I put it in like this? I can. I don't know if it's going to be exactly straight, but at this point, I don't think I care anymore. It's close enough to straight. What? What did I just delete? Must have been a tree. Alright, now I get to see what else the earthquake destroyed. Obviously started some fires. Oh yeah, that's right. It did destroy the bike path as well. Let's fix that. Well, let's fix those.
Saddle up in the mornings with Jimmy and the Stallion, the only morning show featuring DJ Jimmy Fries and a 4-year-old quarter horse named Clover.
This is Jimmy Fry's coming to you from Studio
Come
2.
on.
Whoa, whoa! Looks like someone's horsing around. Okay. Easy, boy.
Why?
They'll play your favorite hits, give out great prizes, and laugh their way through your commute. Jimmy and the Stallion. Stable
That
entertainment
shouldn't
only
be
on Cities Radio.
interacting. Let's just take it straight under. Come on. What?
Hello, I'm Al at Cities Radio, and I just wanted to
Okay,
thank you for taking a break
that's
from listening
weird.
to all the other sounds of the city. You know, the honking, barking, yelling, and chirping, to listen to the true sounds of the city
Okay,
right here
good
on
enough.
Cities Radio. We'll be playing the best music from around the globe all afternoon, so stay where you are.
And then I
don't go
need
away.
power.
I'm famous chef Tony McGoney, owner of Tony McGoney's Steakhouse. And when people ask me where I get my award-winning meat from, it's from one place, Meaty Bits. No matter what you need, be it a smoked pig, a goat by sunset, or a 10-foot alligator in a salty brine, Meaty Bits will get it to you fast with a smile and completely without judgment. So,
It
if
broke
it's
that
good
too.
enough for Tony McGoney's Steakhouse, why not be good enough for Joe Public's Home House? Yeah. Get in touch with Meaty Bits.
Okay.
Tell 'em Tony sent you. Meaty Bits.
I
If it
think
ever
that's
was alive,
all.
they can get it to you
It
dead.
did break this wind turbine, but that can be fixed.
This is Cities Radio, home of music.
Downtown was spared. Come on, disaster helicopters, get on this. There we go. You know, the helicopter in the mountain. All right. Everything is fixed up again. Now enough with the earthquakes already. You know what? I shouldn't have changed this. I can change it back pretty easily, but well, now this land is even more useless than it was before, though. So yeah, I'm not going to build anything on this side. Oh, this is a nice flat area right here. Maybe what I'll do is actually just take this road across, since this is just going to be a small residential area, I think. Let's actually build this part first. Here's another potential flat-ish area to build. How steep is that slope? Yeah, I mean, this is the only area that doesn't have that steep of a slope. Unfortunately, this area up here isn't going to be too high on the services because I can't really fit a lot in here. It's going to have to rely on some of the services from elsewhere. I will put an elementary school up here. Just a regular elementary school. And we'll also have a clinic, and that's it. I lied, we're also going to add a couple small parks. There we go. There's a little bit of flat land here that I could build on. Quite a bit of flat land over here. And those are tiles that I could buy. There's also a big area of flatland over here as well. Yeah, this is a big area of flatland here. And this is a big area of flatland over here. Also this right up here. Or this. Oh. I didn't even know that was broken. I like how this automatically named itself Highland Heights. So this is a little bit too extreme to build on, I think. So I think I'd want to focus on one of these areas over here. Or over here. That might not be quite as big as I thought. There's some slope in there. That's a pretty big area, though. I think I'll get this for now. And I get another area next, and I'll probably buy that area. But this is a nice... So there's a ridge, there's a hill here, a hillside here, but then there's more buildable area up here with ruins even. I might make a park around that. Yeah, this whole area is flat enough to build on. Plus, I could continue this highway this way. Cool. That being said, this is going to be... Hi, Wooter. Hi, William. I think I already said hi, William. Yeah, that was 20 minutes ago. This is going to be the end of this stream for now. It's getting late here, so I'm going to go to sleep. So for those of you who stuck around and watched, thanks for coming by, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.